the New England Patriots. Oh, boy. Aaron, it's the New England Patriots. They need a cornerback, a wide receiver, a safety. They got the 21st pick in the first round if they don't trade back like they normally do. And then the 54th pick, we will see what they do with their picks. But there is no place better to start than with our resident Patriots hater.
No, realist.
Realist. Sorry, realist.
Let's.
It's gonna be my new term for hater. I'm a realist.
Wow, did it really do that?
Yeah, it did.
Christ, it deleted my B-roll. Yeah, start with AJ. Start with
okay.
AJ. I gotta put my name in.
Well,
he goes, yeah. Start with AJ.
yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Not the resident realist. Wait, that came out wrong. Damn it. Off to a booking start. Once again, I went a little different here. I know I saw the cornerback, wide receiver, safety. I'm thinking about this defense, and I'm thinking about a guy who can hold down the defensive anchor. We got guys who are a little older in that locker room now, like the Donta Hightowers, and they brought Malcolm Butler back. We don't have to talk about that. So the guy I went with is going to be a steal. And it's kind of funny to me because once again, the Patriots can just sit back and wait and allow this player to fall to him in my opinion. And that guy is Nakobe Dean, the linebacker from Georgia. This guy is legit. People are talking about him possibly being the best linebacker next to Devin Lloyd. Those guys are arguably bashing it out. But if you talk about this guy, Nakobe Dean, and you badmouth him because of his testing at the combine, you are doing yourself a disservice as a team because Nakobe Dean, despite his numbers, plays faster, plays tougher, plays stronger than just about any defensive player in this draft. This guy's a freak athlete. He can get from side to side. He can get north and south. He can get to the quarterback. He's built like a running back. You would almost imagine he probably played some running back the way that he breaks down these plays and is in the backfield so often. Now, I mentioned how good he breaks down plays. I still think in the NFL level, he's going to need to be a little faster at it, but that will come with time and development and learning the game on that professional level. Georgia has been pumping out good linebackers for the past 5-6 years. Nakobe Dean is just another one of them right in that stock. The Patriots get him, they would happily run that card up to the podium and be very thrilled with the player they got. Nakobe Dean, round 1, pick 21, book it.
That's a good pick. That's a great pick. I think Nakobe Dean is like the Sac City Pod, like unanimous, like one of our guys here at the Sac City Pod. Aaron, you started. I'm not gonna take credit from you, but you started the love for Nakobe Dean, and I think we've all hopped on that train.
Fun fact. He is. I'll give away a mock draft pick. That's who I have going to the Patriots. So
nice.
Look at you. And you have not shared that mock draft with anybody but myself. So that's a solid pick right there. That is a solid pick. I will go next, and I will go with another SEC guy though, but not in the first round. I'm going to go in the third round for the New England Patriots, and I am going to take JALYN ARMOUR-DAVIS, the quarterback out of Alabama. Yes, I know what you're saying. Not an Alabama guy for the Alabama fan. No, that's not what I'm going to say in here. This guy right here, JALYN ARMOUR-DAVIS, he is built like an NFL cornerback when you look at him. He's got raw talent. He is all SEC cornerback last year. He is perfect for the third round and perfect for a New England Patriots team that just lost J.C. Jackson. He's got high upside. He's patient. He's a former track star. So, hey, you got TARIQ Hill in that division. You're going to be able to keep up with a TARIQ Hill. He's got great recovery speed. I know what you can say, Aaron, about this. He's very raw. Like, that's one of the biggest things I've read about him. I've seen about him. I've watched it. He is very raw. His technique is very raw. He has the tendency to get beat from time to time. But the thing that stood out to me was what I just said right there, his recovery speed. And his speed, that's keyword with him, speed. He's fast. He's athletic. He recovers great. He's an athlete, like we say on the show all the time. And I think he'd be a perfect fit for the New England Patriots in the third round.
I don't actually have an issue with it. I do think he is raw, but if you're going to be a raw corner, what better spot to go to than New England, right? With Bill Belichick, who's developed a number of corners over the years that we weren't really highly touted out of college or anything like that. So I actually like the pick here. They definitely need help in that secondary after losing a guy like J.C. Jackson. I know Malcolm Butler's going to try to, make some resurgence in his career, but I like JALYN ARMOUR-DAVIS. I think he can be something like kind of a project that Bill Belichick can mold into what he wants to be. There's going to be ties there with Nick Saban and Bill Belichick. So you got to like that aspect of it. For me, I also went with the secondary. I went deep. You went third round. I went so deep. I don't know. People might not even know who this is.
Yikes.
He did play in the Big Ten, but I went with the corner, and it's TARIQ Castro-FIELDS, not Justin Fields, but TARIQ Castro-FIELDS from Penn State. You mentioned like the length and being that kind of like prototypical guy. This is a 6-foot corner he understands defense. And the reason I always go to players like this in New England is because they only draft smart football players. He is a very, very smart football player. He's not the most athletically gifted. He's a long strider. He can get up to his speed quickly and stuff like that. But he's just a smart football player. And he's a guy that wants to hit. He comes up, he makes defensive plays. He's not gonna shy away from the run game. To me, I look for a fit. I think this is a fit for New England and a guy that's very, very football intelligent. And that's what Bill Belichick tends to draft. It's the same reason why I was going to go with an Alec Pierce there. It's the same reason why I would talk about Nakobe Dean going to New England. He wants smart football players. He will choose smart football players over athletic football players every time. And so I wanted to stay consistent with that. You'll see that in my mock draft. Every player that I have mocked to New England is a smart, intelligent, high football IQ guy, leadership at their school type stuff. Because I think that's what New England tends to go for. And don't get me wrong, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work because football's different now. They continue to do the same thing. But for guys like Nakobe Dean and then TARIQ Castro-FIELDS, who has some upside, but it will be a project. I just think that's where New England tends to look. So I went there.
We all did like smart picks for New England. Those character guys, Nakobe Dean coming out of Georgia, smart guy. JALYN ARMOUR-DAVIS coming out of Alabama, Nick Saban connection. And then Mr. Fields coming out of Penn State, a smart cornerback there. Solid picks all around.